Plenty of people have been passing this article around and pointing out how it emphasizes violent video games, and how it literally puts them next to far-right ideologies. To be fair though, while it does strongly point out how much he played video games, it does also inform the reader that this is all happening after he got expelled from school after bringing a knife in at age 11. So when it comes to the typical chicken or egg situation you always get when someone has done something violent and they play violent video games, we can see that this is a person drawn to violence, rather than someone turned violent by games. But maybe I'm being a bit soft, maybe they are spinning it harder than I think. It's honestly quite hard for me to tell. Before I read this article, I saw the Telegraph's take on the story, and it broke my bias sensor. Their headline reads, "Man who almost severed dentist's hand in machete attack desensitized by violent video games." Yeah, that has been said, but it was said by the guy who did it, trying to take responsibility off of himself. What kind of fucking idiot would pick that as the headline? It is apparently true that he did play lots of violent video games, so if you write that in the article, that is a fact. I would suggest, however, that his ideological motivations and other obsessions are slightly more important. If you're going to pick a headline based on what he's saying, maybe confrontational home life or drug abusers are slightly more significant as well. Looking up quotes from this guy, he is clearly fucking mental. Following cutting someone's hand off, his message is, "Don't be angry at me, it's bad for you." The Guardian article had a picture of a pile of his Nazi books. This video will be even shorter than normal, but I really don't think much needs to be said. I'm acting less as a commentator here and more as a journalistic safari guide. And if you look to your left, you will see an article written by the greater spotted fuckwit. Whichever editor gave this title the okay either just doesn't give any fucks and will do anything to bait clicks, or there's something a bit wrong with them and they see this guy saying that he was into violent video games as more significant than him saying he's a fucking Nazi. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.